Joshua Leidy. I'm here with my audience of 4. I'm here to inform you guys about the Battle for Castle Itter. This battle took place during World War II, and it is believed to have been the only battle in which Americans and Germans fought together as allies. The Battle for Castle Itter took place on May 5th, 1945. It was between the U.S. Army and German Wehrmacht against the German Waffen-SS. It took place in the Austrian Alps. It had occurred just a few days after Hitler's suicide. It was conducted by U.S. General John C. Jack Lee Jr. of the U.S. Army and German General Josef Sepp Gangl of the German Wehrmacht. Gangl had been opposed to the Nazis and was collaborating with Austrian resistance throughout the war. Also assisting them were French prisoners of war, as well as a young Waffen-SS officer who had defected. Gangl surrendered from his vehicle to Lee and presented the mission to rescue the prisoners from the castle. The first attempt to liberate the castle had failed. The mission reached General John Kramer's and the American 103rd Infantry Division. Their attempt was recalled due to heavy shelling as well as encroachment upon territory of the U.S. 36th Division. The objective was to rescue VIPs from Austrian Castle Itter. The castle had been converted into a prison to hold important French figures, including ex-Prime Ministers Paul Renaud and Edward Daladier, a tennis star, and former military figures. The German guards had fled the castle, and the prisoners broke into the weapons room. They armed themselves with pistols, submachine guns, as well as rifles. There was a German Waffen-SS division that had been roaming around the woods nearby the castle. Their mission was to retake the castle and execute the prisoners. The American and German groups closed in on the castle and took up their defenses. Lee had their only Sherman tank, the Besatten Jenny, parked at the front gate to cover the road. They set up their defenses while Lee, Gangl, and the young SS officer talked over strategies for defending the castle. In the evening, Waffen-SS reconnaissance forces opened fire to test the castle's defenses. American and German troops rushed to their defenses and repelled this attack. By dawn of the next morning, the Waffen-SS used an 88 anti-tank gun, which they had concealed in the brush line, to destroy part of the castle as well as the Sherman tank that was parked in the gates. The radio operator that had been inside the tank narrowly escaped just before the explosion, making it out alive. The Waffen-SS division, consisting of around 150 men, began their main assault on the castle from the tree line towards the front gate, as well as their ambush from the west side of the castle to the lower walls. They killed off and wounded many of the defenders, including Josef Gangl, who was hit by a sniper bullet while attempting to move ex-Prime Minister Paul Renaud to safety. By afternoon, ammunition was running low and the Americans were growing desperate. American and German defenders were seeking reinforcements from Major John Kramer's. This relief force, once contacted, was finally on its way. Lee accepted tennis star Jean Barotra's offer to run past the SS strongpoints and through their ambushes to find and guide reinforcements to the castle. Lee was preparing for a final SS breach of the walls when the reinforcements arrived with tanks and heavy armor that quickly defeated the Waffen-SS and took many prisoners. And as said before, this battle is believed to have been the only battle in history where Americans and German forces fought together as allies. The significance of this battle is very important, as many people believe the Nazis to have been one of the greatest evils ever to exist. And though this may be true, it shows that there is always good in everything, and that there were good Nazis that fought with the Americans to liberate prisoners and fight for good. Thank you.